Five, four, three, two, one. I think you guys could hear me. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the Hat Show. This is your host, Ramil Ryan. As some of you guys know, Tito Okane, and on TikTok. We are live on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. So appreciate you guys following me. We're kicking off season two, episode one of the Hat Show. And with that, as I mentioned, we're going to go over some of our data. It's what I usually pick to play on my lucky days. I'll share that with you guys. But before we kicked off, for those of you guys who are not familiar with the hat show, the reason it's a hat show, it's pretty much all the hats that I wear in the community. Um, this is my poker slash gambling hat. I also have my Marine hat. I represent the Marine Corps League of Collin County here in Texas, in North Texas. I have a rotary hat, and then what I do for my work, which is Pronail Roofing and Solar. We'll talk a little bit about some of those, but we're here for to talk about the data. So that's what the hat show is all about. I appreciate you guys following me. Last month we reached about 15.2 million reach, which is pretty awesome. The reason I kicked off the season two is I've been answering a lot of your guys' questions. So let me restart the show. Um, and just want to dedicate this show actually to when we kicked off our season one to Mark Friedman. Mark Friedman passed away last year, and he was very much the one that encouraged me to start off the hat show. I actually built my studio close to what his studio looks like. So I just want to dedicate that to Frito Nation, Mark Friedman. So with that, let's kick it off. So we're here. I just want to share with you guys my data. I get that question a lot as far as when do I go to the casino, what times do I go to the casino, and what I've done is created a data for me. I know some of you guys have asked, why do you have a data on casino on your play? And pretty much, if you're going to be spending thousands of dollars with me, I'd like to know, as far as, again, it's all luck, but seems to be a recurring pattern when I input all the jackpot that I've won since 2021. Actually, I'd go back as far as 2021 to last year. This year is still ongoing, so I'll share that with you guys at the end of the year. But as far as what I've found is Wednesday, pretty much our Wednesday and Saturdays are my luckiest day. But it didn't start off that way. In 2021, I think 23% of my wins were on a Thursday, but when I looked that up, it was more on the evening part of it, where it tailored off from Wednesday evening to to Thursday morning, and I usually play at nighttime, and then most of that is on a next one is actually is Sunday, which is Saturday evening, 11 to 5. Actually, take excuse me, it's from 11 p.m. till 3 a.m. in the morning. So most of those jackpots came around that time, and that's 38% of my jackpot. And then from there, kept tracking most of that. That in 2022, trying to pull that data up. In 2022, it did make that shift. That most of my wins were on Wednesday afternoon. So that's around lunchtime that I was winning. And most of this, just to let you guys know, is posted on my social media. I shared that. I created a couple of videos about it. I talked to a lot of the followers that see me when I'm playing, and that's across the board from Las Vegas to Oklahoma. I play a lot. For you guys that follow me on TikTok, you guys know I play a lot at Choctaw Casino, and but I input all those information, all those data on my spreadsheet just to see, what's my luckiest day or how many jackpots I'm winning. So in 2022 and 2023, pull up to 2023. 24% of my jackpot, again, that's a quarter of it, nearly a quarter of it, was coming around Wednesday. And same thing on 2023, nearly 23% of my win. Again, that's still a quarter of my win were coming on Wednesday, to a point that some of you guys that see me there on a Wednesday pretty much play just because of that. You guys come up there, not just during lunchtime. I've gone up there during evening when I get done with my work. I head up there and I spend sometimes just 5 minutes into the casino. Um, and the reason I put this together is pretty much to cut down my playtime, my frequency of going to the casino. But what I've done is I play once I win a jackpot, I take off, so I don't try to you know put too much data in one day. So when I win a jackpot, most of you guys know me. I preach as far as I'm one and done, and so most of these information are from winning one jackpot and taking out. And from there, pretty much what I found is a Wednesdays and Saturday night carry over to Sunday is are my luckiest days. Um, I did play yesterday, which is a Tuesday, and I should have known my data, and I did lose, and I lost big. So when we're talking about how much, it's thousands of dollars is how much I lost going to the casino just to see if I'm going to be lucky on a Tuesday night, and it didn't pay out. So I should stick to my data. And again, that's Wednesday, going back to Saturday also. Saturday, that's more on, and then again, it kind of shows Saturday and Sunday, and that's the other 23 to 24% of, for 2022, it's 21%. For 2023, it's actually 22% that I broke down my time frame, anything from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. For those guys that follow me a lot, I always showcase my watch. That's for me to mark as far as when I won. So I keep track, and I do keep track as far as all my plays. I'm a poker player. I like dealing with numbers. I like playing with numbers, data across. And again, it's still luck, but somehow those 2 days are pretty lucky for me, to a point that I know in 2023, I my Wednesday numbers were $24,000 as far as wins. My Saturday Sunday numbers were close to about $33,000 in wins. So that's pretty lucky for those 2 days are pretty lucky for me. And some of you guys, when you guys see me at the casino, pretty much if I've mentioned, if you're here, seems like we're lucky. And quite a few of you have won jackpots while I'm there and came up to me and said, "Hey, I won a jackpot. I appreciate that, sharing the data." So most of those information is on my social media. I've created a couple of videos about it. Now let's break down as far as you know the rest of the week. My least luckiest day of the week is Tuesday. As I mentioned, I went yesterday just to test my numbers because somehow this year it's kind of tickered off a little bit. I did win that $12,000 jackpot on a Tuesday last week, but I wanted to see how lucky I was, and that was at 11, I believe 11:52 p.m. So it's kind of almost Wednesday. And I just wanted to test the waters, and I lost. I failed. I lost a lot. And again, we're talking thousands of dollars. But as far as the rest of the luckiest day of the week, looking at the rest of it, Tuesday is my least luckiest, and Friday is my least luckiest day of the week. I don't know why on Friday. I know a lot of people start going to the casino at nighttime. For me, I don't do fairly well. If I do, it's actually low jackpots. That what I've found, I win more higher jackpots on a weekday than on a weekend. Now, I've seen big jackpots on weekend also, and again, that's those players. And I like walking around and like taking a look at what's going on. I usually ask a lot of my followers that's there. What's going on today? What have you seen? I'll ask a lot of the attendant there. Like yesterday, I did ask the attendant, are there any big jackpots? They told me there's some $18,000 jackpots yesterday, but as I mentioned, I did win a jackpot, but not enough as to where I still took a loss. So breaking it down, Tuesdays and Fridays are my least luckiest. Wednesdays and Saturday evening, 11 p.m. carry over to Sunday, and that's at Sunday 3 a.m. And then from there, Mondays are fairly okay, and Thursdays are actually probably I would rank the third luckiest day for me. I'll publish the 2023 number again. The 2022 numbers are out there. I've created a video on it. And what I've done also is break down pretty much my luckiest. And again, this is how much I track numbers. Luckiest week of the month. And so with that, what was interesting was that the second week and the fourth week of the month is at both at 29%. So that's pretty much almost 60% of my wins came on those weeks, the second and the fourth week of the month. I think again, this is just my opinion. People getting paid, um, going in the casino, so its cash flow is going around, and so it's paying up more. That on my least luckiest of the week is the first week. Um, I don't know why. Probably casinos resetting everything and trying to recoup some of their losses. So um, we end up paying for it. But yeah, second week of the month and the fourth week of the month. I was mentioned second week of the month is 29% of my jackpot came on that week, and fourth week of the month um, came from there. And again, we are. Let me just take a look at the. I appreciate you guys following me on YouTube. Again, that's the Hat Show TX, and then on Facebook, that is the Hat Show. I do see some of your comments coming in right now, and I just want to answer that. This is from Hardy. Uh, you won so many good jackpots, and I will do a show about that, which is I've posted the video on credits. That will probably be episode 5, so just keep following me. Episode 2, we're gonna be talking about comps. I am gonna be in Las Vegas, and I just came back from my cruise, and that was compliments of the Choctaw Casino, and they do have another one coming up, and that's from Venetian. So we'll talk about comps on episode 2. Barbara, I appreciate it. Thanks for the luck, wishing me in the luck, and for Vegas. And again, so going back to data, I broke it down even more to a point as far as what's my luckiest month. I do play almost once nowadays. I play once or twice a week, if not most of the time once a week, which I'll go there on a Saturday night. And that's when I'll go is from 11 p.m. until 3 a.m. is when generally I'll play, if not Wednesday afternoon. But as far as on a monthly basis, it's pretty even around August and September, which is September 15% of my jackpot. Uh, and when I say jackpot, I average about 60 jackpots per year. Um, and that's across the board. It's between average about, when I say average, 64 last year, 2023. I had, no, 2023, I had 64 jackpots. 2022, I had 68 jackpots. So roughly about 65 jackpots. So, if you just do the number of those, as I mentioned, September is the most luckiest day for me, and the other one, that's another 14% is March, and I think that's because same thing, people are getting their tax returns, and they're taking it to the casino. to cash in, or hoping to double their tax returns. So and besides that, pretty much summer, I think people are just on vacation. Summer, it's like 7% of my wins are May, June, July. Then it kind of, as I mentioned, ramps up from there. September, and then December. I think that's because people are getting their bonus. So every time there's a cash flow, I think that's when same thing the casinos are paying out. And again, it's all numbers game. I think the more you're playing, the more likely it is that it's going to pay out. As far as with me, I track all of those to a point that I try to not be at the casino on a daily basis. I try to see what's my luckiest days, and those are two of my luckiest days. As far as looking at numbers of dollar wise, same thing. In March of last year, I just because it's tax season, people are getting April's when you file your taxes, but people who by January start filing their taxes. They get their return by March. That for me, I won nine jackpots for a total of 24,000 um, 875, and that's looking from 2023 to 2022 to 2021. It's pretty consistent, and I think that's my opinion. I think people are cashing in their tax return and taking it to the casino. So those are some of the things that I observe when I'm there. I love playing data, information, and everything else. I try to narrow it down. But as far as if you guys ask me time of the day, if you guys are gonna play on the weekday, again, for me, I'm very flexible as far as when I go to work and everything else. That sometimes I'll be at the casino in the afternoon, win a jackpot. As I mentioned, once I'm done, I take off. For those of you guys who have followed me for a long time, I'm one and done. I try to stay disciplined. I'm pretty disciplined. I would say probably 80% of the time, I would take off. But yeah, hopefully, you guys learn from that and move on once you win. And the other times is on the weekends from 11 p.m. till 3 a.m. Sometimes I'll be there just walking around, and that'll be on another show on as far as what I look for. And someone had mentioned, the credits. I'll talk about that there. Um, so I just want to repeat what's my luckiest days: Wednesday lunchtime and Saturday night carry over to Sunday morning, 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. And as far as and one other thing that I want to share with you guys, what I've observed is that there's a big concert. Um, Once everyone gets out, they start playing in a casino. I wait an hour after everyone's been out of the concert, and I play. I've noticed that, especially here in Oklahoma, we have a lot of concerts. And same thing in Vegas. Once a show gets out, people like to play, then they'll play. And I'll watch when the show ends, and I'll come in an hour after the show, and I do fairly well. There's no such thing as fattening the slot machine, because nowadays it's all paper or credits. You just put in there, you put 1,000 of your ticket, and that's it. But again, that's my observation that an hour after the concert, there seems to be paying out a little bit better. So hopefully that helps. That's across the board from Las Vegas to California. I do play in California sometimes, not as often. When I'm in California, I play at Yamava Casino. Here in Oklahoma, I play most of the time. I would say 90% of my win, if not 95%, comes from Choctaw Casino. And then from in Vegas, I actually go to where my luckiest casino there is are Aria and the Venetian. It used to be Aria and Caesar's Palace. Caesar's has been busy lately, so I tend to go to the Venetian a lot. So There you go. So appreciate it as far as talking about data. Um, it is the hat show. I just want to mention a couple of the hats that I wear. I'm part of the Marine Corps League of Collin County. You guys can follow us on Facebook. It's Collin MCL. I'm wearing my Marine hat. I just want to let you guys know our Marine Corps ball birthday ball 249th Marine Corps birthday ball is open to the public. You can visit collinmcl.org. I am going to be there. I've attended for the last 5 years, and hopefully you guys can make it. It is one of the few balls that is open to the public, and tickets do sell out by October. But this year it's going to be November 23rd. So follow us on Facebook. That's Collin County Marine Corps League, or visit our website Collin MCL. And as far as the other hat, if and again for those of you guys that are familiar, follow me. My hair is growing, so thank you. Um, I can't find my Rotary hat. I was president of Rotary last year. Um, this year, I'm one of the officers as far as on the board. Welcome to Ian Sullivan. He is our current president right now. But same thing, follow Plano East Rotary Club in Plano, Texas. We do put together a flag program called Plano Flags of Honor, where if you know a veteran, um, you could dedicate a flag for them by visiting PlanoFlagsofHonor.com, and you can actually do that now as far as dedicating a flag for them, and it's going to be up there. And the other part also of one of the hats I wear, and then we'll go back to my poker gambling hat, is with Pronail. So Pronail outdoor roofing. I'm more of the solar guy, but if you know anyone that is in need of a roof replacement, let me know. I'll kick it to my team. If I don't go, I'll kick it to my team and let them know about it. So visit us. Same thing. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on our website. That is PRO Nail Outdoor Living. I just got done replacing one of our chamber members in Allen. We replaced his fence, and I appreciate that by going with us. And like I said, our team will take care of it for you guys. Going back to our again, that's why it's called the Hat Show. So going back to our hat show as far as poker and gambling, I did play in the World Series of Poker. We will have a show on that as far as the episode. Same thing. I break down the numbers on poker. For you guys don't know, my highest finish in the World Series is 42nd. I think that was roughly about 3,000. I did cash in, almost cashed in last time I was in Vegas. So we will be in Vegas. I will be covering the World Series of Poker main event. I'm not in the main event. I have the cash to play, but generally what I do is I use the cash that I won from poker to play poker. But I will be out there next week covering that. So as far as data, again, just to recap, let me just get some water. And as you could see from my pop up right here, I just want to, you guys can follow me on TikTok at Tito Okane. You guys can follow me on YouTube. That is the Hat Show TX. We are currently live on all our platforms right now. Excuse me. And then, as I mentioned, you guys can follow me on Facebook. So I appreciate it. The Hat Show. Our reach is, and again, thank you to all the top fans, to all the followers. Uh, Last month we had a 15.2 million reach impressions. So I applaud you guys for that. One of the questions was that do I play at WinStar? Yes, I've played at WinStar. I don't go there as much. I'm looking to go. I've won a cruise ship that was from Choctaw, and that one from the Venetian. That's an offer, and that's from Suzanne. I appreciate you asking the question. We will talk about we will include the cruise experience on our show next Wednesday. That's going to be at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's going to be July 17th, where we're going to be talking about comps. So I'll talk about that on our next show as far as talking about comps. So, doing a recap, luckiest day for me is Saturday, Sunday carryover. That's at 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. I've seen a lot of you guys out there, so I appreciate when you guys go out there, say hello. And again, when I'm playing, it's okay for you guys to say hello, tap me on the shoulder, and say, "Hey, I just want to take a photo." I'm okay with that. You guys, I'm not bothered by that. I do believe in timing. That yeah, when I'm pressing the button or when I'm playing, if you pause me, and I've done it several times where someone came up, a few hands later, I won a jackpot. I'm a believer in timing, and I think it's perfect timing as far as when someone talks to me and goes, "Hey, I'll take I'll have a conversation. I'll take photos with you guys." So recap: Wednesday afternoon are my luckiest day, and Saturday, 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. are my luckiest day. As far as lucky week of the month, it's a tie between second week and fourth week of the month, which is 29% on the second week and another 29%, and that is 60% of my wins are coming in those weeks. And as far as month, it is March and September. As far as March, I think it's just the tax returns. So let me know what your opinion is. You guys can comment on I answer. I try to answer. I go to about 20 to 40 messages when I have a time. Um, I I do get you guys' message a lot. I appreciate it. I try to answer it as many as I can, but I do go about 20 to 40 almost per day when I'm on social media. So there you go. I just want to look at some of the information. You're welcome. Most of you guys are just saying thank you. Great knowledge, Jared. Appreciate it. And again, Barbara, appreciate that as far as the information. We'll talk about the comps, the cruise on our next show. That is next Wednesday, July 17th at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be traveling, so I'm not going to be here at the studio or at my office. We will be out, and I'll cover as far as some of those comps. I'm traveling, and same thing. It's comp. Always seem to in more at the end of the month. Correct. Almost like to have quota. So for those of you guys, as I mentioned, most of the time will ask me, why do you keep data on all your wins? If you're spending thousands of dollars, I suggest you guys keeping a spreadsheet of your wins. If you don't know how to do that, I'll probably do a show about that as far as what I'm looking for. All I'm looking for, all the data I put is the date, the location, the amount, and the date, and then the time. And then from there, I just input the information and create a spreadsheet on the numbers. So it calculates it for me. How long's Chalkdown been doing? How has Chalkdown been doing for you? This is still okay. For me, I'm generally mostly playing at Choctaw. I'm doing okay so far this year. As I mentioned, I should have stuck to my data, and I went there on a Tuesday night, which is my least luckiest day of all days, and and I lost by the thousands. So hopefully that helps with you guys. So I try to stick to my own data. I'm not at the casino. Today. It's Wednesday, just because once I hit my goal for the week, you know, I try not to go back. I try not to play anymore, just because same thing. I don't want to be too greedy and try to keep winning more. Once set my goal for the week, I've actually met my goal for the month. So I just try to slow it down. In Vegas, I try to play more poker than playing at the slot machine. So there you go. Generally, we try to run a 32 an hour. When I've done it in the past, I try to currently right now at close to 30 minutes as far as running the show. I appreciate you guys following. Some of the data that I want to share with you guys is, I'm just trying to bring this screen over. I appreciate all my followers a lot in San Antonio, Houston, Texas, Tulsa, Dallas, Texas, Oklahoma City, New York. We are worldwide. Chicago, Los Angeles, Fort Worth, and Phoenix. Just some of the top cities. So I appreciate that. As far as countries, we even have followers in Europe, South Africa, but obviously a bulk of it is here in the U.S. Then from there we have Canada, Mexico, the UK, United Kingdom, Australia, Malaysia, Philippines. I am Filipino. I don't know why it ranks at the bottom. Germany, France, and South Africa. We did have a follower from Canada. Saw me out in Vegas. So I appreciate that. All my Canadian followers. And same thing in Mexico. But as far as cities, I know a lot of followers in San Antonio. Shout out to Bertha. I know your daughter took a picture, took a selfie, said you've been following a lot, and thanks to all my top fans on Facebook. If you guys want to follow anything, follow my Facebook page. I do post more a lot over there as far as what's going on. It is much easier for me as far as the platform to post that. So what's one of the questions? What's your biggest jackpot? We'll cover that actually probably in 6 or 7 as far as the amount and data. I just won a $12,000 jackpot last Tuesday of all days, and then again that's a carryover. So far, I think this year that's the biggest jackpot for this year. And again, for me, once I win $1,500, and a jackpot is $1,200 or more. Once I win that, even if I'm up $600 to $800, I'm gone. I take off. I try not to reinvest that money into the casino. So there you go. I appreciate you guys watching the live show here for the Hat Show. As I mentioned, follow all our social media. We do have about 4,000 followers on YouTube. We do have, I think I have 27,000 followers on my personal page, another 13,000 followers on the Hat Show, and I think 38,000 followers on TikTok. So I appreciate you guys following all my social media and for watching all my videos. Appreciate it. So next live show is going to be next Tuesday. Again, July 17th, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hit that like, hit that follow. Good luck, and thank you again.